Welcome to Hotel du Vin, Birmingham. It's being refurbed. This is a picture of how it looks like normally, but it's still nice on the inside. As you see, when I check into the lobby here, you can see it's nice, and then I walk up the stairs to my room. Okie dokie, now for the room tour, which is arguably the most important bit. One thing I already noticed, you come through this door to get to the room, the lock's bust. Don't know if someone's booted that through, doesn't look like it. If they have, it's being repaired. And this is how it looks when you come through the door. So that's the bedroom, but let's have a look at the bathroom first. So, high, decent size. Yeah, looks nice enough. Doesn't look too dirty or anything. There's a bath. An extra bit there. Put stuff in or hide in or whatever. It's random. But yeah, very high ceilings. And then next to it, at the end of the bath, is where they keep their towels, but then here's kind of like a walk-in shower. And this is also big. Plenty of amenities. Let's have a look. Yeah, nice. Yeah, tiles kind of, I don't know, what do you make of that? 90s style maybe? Yeah, I've already got some of my stuff out as well. Some more amenities, or amenities if you're American. Yeah, decent size. It says to lock your door, but I can't. Luckily it's like a natural lock on there anyway. So, yeah. And then here's the room. Oh, and Dave's hot chicken over there. Had that for lunch just after I checked in. Yep, that's last video though. I'll go put that away because it seems a bit out of place. Okie dokie. Cleaned that Dave's hot chicken thing away into the bin, which is just as well because I also got a call off one of my brothers, but you know, I'm waffling anyway. Back to the review, or you know, tour or whatever. So you come round, is the bed. It's quite a big size. Hard to say if that's a king or a double. I think it's a double, but the kind of sofa padding bits on the ends here make it seem bigger than it is perhaps. And I had a look at this. I got a little voucher to, you know, dear guest, blah blah blah, renovation, so I get a free drink at the bar. I'll use that in a bit. Yeah, and on each side you have you know, like bedside cabinet basically, and a lamp. Quite a nice style really. Nice high ceilings as well, and it's pretty much the same on this side. It's a bit mucky here though by the window, and also I can't help but notice a few faded stains, maybe like coffee stains or something. Nothing too bad, but yeah, the rest of the room seems nice and clean and tidy, but yeah, it doesn't look nice here, does it? And not much of a view, just the restaurant below and other people's rooms. This is just the standard class though. You probably get a nice view of the, you know, the Birmingham skyline or whatever. But yeah, if you go any higher grades, so yeah, this is where you can have your dinner, like I had my lunch earlier. And there's some various menus. Doesn't really show any. It just shows the times in the restaurants, and then you have to go on the barcode to get it yourself. And then that's the dial room service, and coffee machine with a little Ferrero Rocher. Hip hip hurrah, another mirror. Okay, but yeah, there's that desk, and obviously you saw the seat as we came in onto the storage. To be honest, there isn't that much storage because there's no drawers, the bedside cabinets, but in here you at least get this lights up, and you get slippers and a dressing gown, or 2 dressing gowns, and the stuff on the right there's mine, an ironing board, and then on the other side in this wardrobe you have the tea and coffee making facilities, a kettle and all that. There's where you can plug it in, and there's a mini fridge. It only came with 1 drink when I got here, but I'll put a couple more in. Okay, and some glasses and a thing to open wine bottles and also bottles of beer. So that's that. And there's some of the decor, however you say it. And there's just extras like a hairdryer, more towels, more pillows, somewhere to dry your washing. And yeah, that's pretty much it really. The aircon's a bit loud, I don't know if you can hear it through this audio. At least I know I have some aircon though, but yeah, that's pretty loud. Hopefully that doesn't keep me awake. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the room. I'll probably freshen up a bit, go to the bar, try a couple of the pubs maybe as well, nearby pubs, and have dinner later, show you all that too. Hip hip hurrah. Oh, and I almost forgot the bed test. Yeah, seems comfy, somewhat firm, but yeah, decent. Let's see what the sleep's like. Okie dokie, I've freshened up. Now to try out the hotel bar and a couple of local pubs as well, for research purposes, of course. Okay, so I started off with my free complimentary drink at the hotel, then went to a place called the Matrix, I think it was, by the town hall, and then popped to Brewdog. On my way to Chinatown, had a little quick nose around here, and then here's some little footage on the way back, just so you can get a sense of your surroundings. Back at the town hall, because it's quite a nice old building. And then further down Carmel Row, went to the Colmore, had a pint in there as well. Nice little establishment here. And then I carried on closer back to my hotel. I went to the Royal. Royal recommend there as well. I do like those nice old-fashioned buildings in Birmingham, but it's also nice, it blends well with the modern ones too. And I had one last drink in there before my meal. Here I'm back in the hotel restaurant, and it was nice. I had the steak with a glass of red, and it's really nice little restaurant, and the lad serving was really nice and attentive. The staff of the whole hotel really, but yeah, just showing it with the peppercorn sauce on as well. Steak was proper nice. I'd give it maybe like an 8 out of 10, although if I'm being nitpicky, rare means more red than pink, but I still enjoyed it, so whatever. Just showing you around the restaurant a bit. Then I had dessert and a dessert wine to go with it. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was nice, went well with it either way. Yeah, very, very sweet and flavoursome. Like a soft chocolate. Then I had a nightcap back at the hotel bar, just showing you around a bit more, because first time round didn't show you that much. Just a nice little brandy to finish the evening off. And there we are. Okie dokie, so I'm back home. This is just kind of my final thoughts of the place, and of course the pricing, which many of you would like to know who are interested in potentially staying. Just a quick one. I didn't film breakfast because I didn't really have much. I weren't really hungry in the morning. Normally I'd love the chance to have a nice old English fry up. Can't beat a good full English, but yeah, no, I think something upset me in the night. I think it just the combination of spicy fried chicken, beer, and steak. So I weren't really hungry in the morning. I just went down, had a coffee and a little pastry with it and some fruit juice. So it's one of those rare occasions where I wasn't actually hungry. And there wasn't much to film anyway, to be honest. The hot stuff was a la carte, like use the menu and someone would take your order. And I just told the nice lad serving me I weren't really that hungry. So, but the pastries and the coffees and there's a few other things like cereal, fruit juice were kind of self-serviced buffet style. Um, there's also some kind of business meeting going on at the end of it, so it's a bit weird. It was like separated by a wall, but still in the same vicinity. Like I'd have to walk past them to get to the breakfast stuff. So that was weird. But anyway, the hotel in general, yeah, it's nice. I think it's trying to go for luxury, and it's a nice old building. But it's a little bit tired in places. Um, my room, although nice overall, the floorboards are really creaky and it was a bit dark. Um, black wardrobes and um, I couldn't open the window either, so it weren't. It just felt a bit, I don't know, enclosed. I suppose enclosed and dark. But yeah, but it was still nice, comfy bed. The White Lion pub as part of the hotel was closed the day I went. So that was a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have had a look at that, but as you saw earlier in the clip, I did go to. It's called the Bubble Lounge, which is a bit of a, whatever, bit of a silly name, but it doesn't matter. The Bubble Lounge was the bar I went to. It's as you walk through the main entrance on the left, and then on the right is the bistro restaurant area, which I've also shown you that. In terms of pricing, the prices vary. I've seen it as cheap as £100, not breakfast included for the standard room or classic room, which is what I went with. And I got it for £160 through booking.com. That's breakfast included. In hindsight, I wish I didn't have the breakfast included because it would have been £140. But I wasn't going to force myself to eat when I didn't feel 100%. So yeah, overall, similar rating I gave it to booking.com. I'd give it 7 out of 10. It's a nice, comfortable bed. Also, sound, that's another good thing. I couldn't really hear anyone. I'd occasionally hear someone if I was near my door walking past, but the soundproofing of the room tends to be quite good, or at least that's my experience. I didn't really hear anyone. Whether people heard me or not creaking on the floorboards below, I don't know. But yes, that's fine. But because also there was the refurb going on, I could hear the workmen at about 8 a.m, which is fine by me. I was already up. I'm typically quite an early riser. Even on my days off from work, I'm still usually up by about 6 or 7 at the latest. But anyway, that's that, and I hope that gives you a bit of insight, or if you just, I don't know, bored and just fancied watching something about hotels for 10-15 minutes, I hope it at least entertained you. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do food reviews, but I also like to do travel things. Obviously the travel things and the hotel stays aren't as common because I'm self-funded, I'm not yet monetized, so it's I don't do them that often. It's more the food reviews at the moment, but I would like to do more travel ones again. But anyway, either way, have a great day. Hope that helps, and bye bye.